Welcome to tonight's episode of Popcorn, and just a note, we're going to be away for 3 weeks. Yeah, autumn break. Woo! Well, hello there. If y'all are anything like me, you'll be absolutely delighted to hear. The Coolini Art Centre is putting on their very own production of Steel Magnolias. Auditions are on May the 17th from 7:30 p.m, so get all the details from their website. As if our industry wasn't hard enough, the government is now planning to scrap visa requirements, which will allow producers to fully staff films with overseas actors, crew, and that includes makeup artists and extras, soundies, camera, and gaffers. So this actually applies to all of you watching. If this isn't on for you, and it certainly isn't for me, head over to the saveourstories.org.au website to find out how you can help. Your industry needs you. Constructive criticism. It's like a backhanded compliment wrapped in a hug, wrapped in overwhelming failure. If this sounds like you and you're a screenwriter, you might want to look at the FTI's Advanced Screenwriting course headed up by Aussie Playwrite Reg Cribb. It runs over 2 days, so check out the FTI website for details. Western Australia. More like Bestern Australia, am I right? We have the best surf, the best beaches, the best actors, but definitely the best musicians. This WA Day long weekend, head down to the State of the Art Music Festival, featuring headliners UMI and Katie Steele. You can get your tickets from the celebratewa.com.au website. Now let's head to the Blue Room and check out Under This Sun. Okay guys, thanks for joining us on Popcorn today. How are you?
Yeah,
Very good, thank you.
Awesome. Now tell us a bit about Under the Sun.
Yeah, so it's 3 interweaving stories about 3 characters who go on a kind of an adventure out into the bush to face that reality of the outback.
My character Jeremy, he's kind of going out on a limb for his followers online.
Okay.
I'm not going to specifically mention which website, but he's being followed and he's going to go and recreate a specific trek throughout the desert that Burke, Sturt, Giles, well, everyone went out and found themselves.
Pete, what about your character?
So I play Cooper, and Cooper is deluded by this false sense of reality that he lives in where his dad is the best guy ever, and it's easy to see once he starts talking to the characters and telling stories about his relationship with his father that he's actually in an abusive relationship. And so as this fun camping trip for my 18th birthday takes place, chaos ensues.
So Cooper has a slow awakening of what the actual reality of the situation is.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then the harsh Australian bush kind of serves as the perfect environment for that conflict to emerge.
Definitely. And Maya, how about you?
So Grace has kind of a simpler reason in that her brother leaves, like he goes out to trek, and she kind of has this idea that her brother can't look after himself. This is kind of her delusion, is that she believes that that's her main role, like is that she has to be a caretaker. That's like the main thing that she attaches her sense of identity to. But the thing is that she really wants to be a poet, like she has this dream that she wants to, but she kind of, in the way that we fear failure and we make other excuses as to why we don't do what we want to do, she kind of uses her brother as that excuse.
How did the idea come about for it?
So it's been a very long kind of in development show, really. So we did a creative development at the start of this year, but the first idea actually came right at the start of last year after that Fringe Festival, where I'd just come back from overseas and I was feeling very kind of patriotic about Australia. And it was at a time when people weren't really feeling very patriotic. Like there was lots of stuff on Facebook and things where people were about the boat people situation. I kind of wanted to explore why that idea of being Australian wasn't what we wanted anymore. So
and such a singular thing to some people as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's where it kind of started with looking back at how that kind of old school idea of, that classic idea of Australia came from. And I thought it came out of like the Banjo Patterson poetry and the Henry Lawson poetry of, Management Snowy River and the bush rangers and the swagmen, all this kind of stuff. So that was where we started about middle of last year. Maja and Tristan were involved in the first creative development middle of last year. That's where it started.
Cool, thanks so much for coming on the show today, guys. And Under This Sun runs till June the 6th here at the Blue Room. Get tickets at the website. Thanks for watching the latest episode of Popcorn. While we're on our break, you can amuse yourself by watching our latest Comic-Con interviews. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And like I said last week, force your friends into it, please.